no idea. So, who wants to introduce her?
I'd say
Why can't she introduce herself?
This is
It's always much more fun when someone else
I can do
puts
it.
the spotlight on you. All right, go ahead, Paige.
This is Brooklyn Brower. What am I supposed to tell about her?
What if you're what? Who?
What do you know?
I'm supposed to introduce her.
Yes.
What do you know?
What do you know?
She's
a
from
girl.
BC. She comes here.
She's a girl. Well, obviously. She used to go here too.
She lives in Armour, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
By me.
By me.
At Heath Brower's
By
house.
me.
At Heath Brower's
Across the
house.
street from Gracie.
Wow, you guys
And
don't
on
know
6th
nothing.
Street. I know that because
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
song.
yeah.
The song.
I'm even more annoyed because last year they had to introduce each other during speech class.
Oh, yeah.
remember
We
that.
And they've done that before. You know why I'm annoyed?
No.
Because I know more about her than that.
Uh-oh.
I know she's a lefty, I know she's really dang fast, and I know that if you knock her down, she just rolls and gets back up and keeps going.
So she's like Daniel.
You're a lefty.
In
No, Daniel's right.
Oh.
A less,
I
a
already
less perfect version.
I was gonna say, I'm not the lefty in the class now.
It reminds me of my youngest son. Do you remember watching him play?
Yeah, these guys were
He would go to
tiny.
the hole and somebody would knock him down and he'd just roll over and get up and chase him down.
Riley used to tackle people when he got mad. You just jumped on the back guy's
Now we're going to put her on the spot for just a little bit. Brooklyn, do you have any questions about what we do in here, how we
Have a
do
seat.
this in here?
Not really.
Daniel's already told you that I hate everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Daniel's
Especially
Paige.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like on the semester test.
Yes. Good Lord, we're worried about semester tests.
Yeah, well I'm 9 weeks behind, or I guess 10 weeks behind, but will you guys have a lot of the information?
Brooklyn, just for you, we're canceling it.
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Thank you.
Although she did say just
Oh, I'm
for
so
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Nicole, you don't have a semester test in bio.
Oh, we
That's
have a
the
test at
heavenly
the end of the year.
You have a semester test in English too.
Ah.
Joy.
You cancel that one for her too.
I really like English, and I'm
Nice.
not trying to kiss up to you, but I do like English.
Yeah, because kissing up never works.
Okay.
Especially with Mrs. Schneider.
Yeah, but English
Oh,
is
yeah.
very different here than it is.
Alright, so Brooklyn, a couple things that you should notice before Mr. Schneider starts on his stuff is you just had Mrs. Keller join us. Mrs. Keller, we have a new student today in class. Brooklyn, make sure she can see your face. That's
Hi.
Mrs. Keller.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
She's in Ohio. And she's really good at math. Like,
She's like the highest degree in math.
well, close, right?
She's working on her PhD.
She's like Stephen Hawking wannabe.
And,
There you go.
and I can really do simple geometry and.
That's what
Schneider.
that's good.
Isn't she expecting to?
Yeah, she is. She is expecting a small child.
Oh,
Yes.
We should have had Trevor do the introduction.
Yeah, it should be awesome.
And Brooklyn, the other thing that you will notice if you turn around right next to Mrs. Keller is called a Swivl, and your class is recorded, and you can, like, if you miss class, you can see it on YouTube,
That's why
and
it's
your
a
parents
swivel.
can watch it, and those
It's a
types of
swivel.
things. And just because I knew you were coming, I already told your mom that it's there. So, there you go.
Hey, what's the group code?
What?
Oh, and Moto, I can figure that out.
You're gonna scare me.
All right,
Group
then
code
Mr.
is
Schneider's
locked.
gonna start.
I will change that.
Are you getting that for her? You
Yep.
want to? Okay. Mr. Schneider's getting that for you.
Nope.
How? That's the only thing that's cool to me. It's the only thing cool to me. You don't have that.
It should work. All right. When you get into Edmodo today, what do you see?
Cell City Challenge.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Yeah, the Cell City.
Is it fun?
It is.
Okay.
Isn't everything we do fun?
No!
Fun to them. Kind of makes it more.
You just asked the question that you knew the answer.
All right,
Why?
let's get it focused up a little bit. And
I have a question.
let's pick the kids that are talking the most
Cool.
Bye.
Parker.
to read what it says under Cell City in the gray text.
Like underneath
Yep.
turn in. Understanding life at cellular level helps us better understand how our lives can be impacted by environmental factors. Word cells, word, colon, isn't that colon? Yeah, it's colon. I don't know.
How about you give it a try?
What? The the words.
Yeah, at the pronunciation.
Eukaryotic.
Nice try.
Parker, phonetically. So look at it exactly as you would pronounce it, and you're back in first grade, and they're saying an E is an E, and an A is an A, and a U is a U.
You got the U part right.
Oh, I know to say this word.
Eukaryotic.
Yes.
Close.
Eukaryotic.
There you go. There you go.
So what about the eukaryotic, Parker?
We need to find out the location of the function. And it's like an organelle.
No.
Organelles.
Remembering about it.
Organelles.
And what do organelles do?
I like organelle. It makes me sound Italian. Organelle.
Yes, it's a type of pasta. We just haven't told you this.
Sweet.
I like pasta.
I like pasta too. Yes.
And the organelles in the cell do what, Parker? Finish that sentence for me.
They work together to carry out tasks of protein synthesis and transportation. And transport.
Right. And how much of that is new?
All of it.
No.
I don't know.
I
I don't
remember something
have
about
your BS
organelles.
flag, but.
Better question. How much of that is in the 7th grade science book?
Oh,
Probably not.
All of it.
Probably all of
Probably
it.
all of it, with the possible exception of
the E word.
eukaryotic.
I
Which
know
may or
it's
may not be in
And
here.
it's an E word.
It's probably just dumbed down a lot.
Okay?
It's an E word that starts with the eukaryotic.
It's a U word that starts with an E.
Yes.
Yes.
Paige, you're gonna make that fall on you.
I hope it does.
That's a chimney that was put there in 19, what the heck does it say in the corner of the building?
Not to mention, I really have to point this out, last year he had a great big sign
yeah.
up there that said danger wall, because a young lady was sitting there and kept hitting her head on the wall.
Was it Courtney?
She was doing a semester test, and she would read a question and go,
I remember that
You're
sign
right.
being there.
So,
Is that why you put it up there?
that's why I put a warning sign on it.
I just think it's prophetic that Paige is sitting there.
Yes. Well, and you notice there's some plaster missing and some repairs and stuff, so it's probably happened more than once. You're gonna. In this assignment,
There you go.
in this unit, in this problem, you're gonna do several different things. The first of which is what?
Cry.
We're gonna find out.
Cry? No.
Yes, that's
Take
very
it
Yes. You're gonna go into the Cell City Challenge,
Just a minute, listen.
and then we have to figure out if you're 4th graders or 10th graders.
Wait, which one?
Obviously fourth.
Which one do we go in? There's two of them.
Just hang on a minute.
Grab the top one, open it up, read it.
Reading.
Yeah, and he's being nice to you. Here's the deal with this. This is like the 4th big thing you've done, right? And this is only a 2-day thing. It's only a 2-day challenge. But here's the deal with this. What has been your downfall recently?
Planning.
Not getting it done.
Not
We
planning,
don't plan. And
not
we talk.
reading it all.
Not doing anything.
Exactly. So what are you going to change now going forward?
Get a plan before we do it.
Get a plan.
Yeah, and in order for you to make a plan that makes sense, you're gonna have to figure out exactly what you have to do
Correct.
in this unit.
So
you should
elaborate.
Probably be quiet, read all of the directions that you can get your hands on, which I think there's like 5 documents in there.
Yeah.
5? Is there 5,
Is it
Mason?
4 or is it 5?
It's fine.
5.
No, I only have.
You should at least skim through all of those and possibly pull out all of the important things where it says do this,
Oh,
make
the
that,
dot.
create this,
Good God, right up, right there.
consult with.
The dot.
All of those action words, you should go find them.
I know. We
Oh,
need to know
yes.
how many, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, what do we
need
need
to
to write?
open that
You can
with
take
this.
mine.
Click that.
I should have thought of that.
What's that? What did you not think of?
No, but
Because I think of everything
I
that you
don't know if
don't.
there's
There are,
empty notebooks.
bottom right hand drawer, they're under the M&Ms.
Wow, you weren't wrong.
Mrs. Schneider knows.
Did you say right under the M&Ms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
That's what Cooper and Jill did. What happened in this assignment last year.
No, there's no M&Ms in this one.
Just because you said that.
There's M&Ms in there so that you can
And-
throw M&Ms out occasionally.
Brooklyn, there are 2 girls next to you that have their notebooks, and they have been taught how to fill them out.
That doesn't mean they've done it well.
What?
I don't think I've got caught. I think I do
So
it
you
wrong.
need
Conclusions.
contact info in case somebody finds it.
First, you have to put your name on our lab
notebooks?
This is called
Cell City. Yeah.
Cell City.
I know that's right.
Wait, do we
What
need to
goes in
leave?
lab notebooks?
Time out.
Hang on, I'm answering her question.
Yep.
What goes in lab notebooks? Everything. Yes.
So if you're gonna make a plan, should you be
I'll
making
be
a plan
right
in
there.
a Word
I'll
document
be
or
right
in your
there.
notebook?
In our notebook.
What are you doing, both?
You could do both.
Either or.
If you do it in Word, how do you get it in your notebook?
Print
Use
it
copy
out.
it, or use write down.
Print it out
Or
and
you can
tape
print
it
it off
in.
and put it on the
Hit
side.
print and tape it in there.
Have a thinker.
It works.
There are also very important and pertinent deadlines.
Not pertinent.
Yeah, you should find those too.
Due end of class, 27 October 2015.
Oh my God, when is that?
Today.
And due
Holy cow, there's stuff due
completed by
today?
12 p.m. on
That's not fair.
29 October 2015.
Oh, what's happening?
Okay,
What?
Go ahead, okay then.
girls.
Yeah. Page. Find a tall tree.
Let's go back to.
Calendar.
Go back.
No,
All of
it's
them.
this page. Information.
Yes.
Oh, we should mention here as well, this isn't a group assignment.
Wait,
These are individuals.
there was something
So we
that
can
said
listen to music.
collaborate.
You can collaborate.
There are certain parts where you're supposed to collaborate.
No, not necessarily. But there's a difference between collaboration and group work. Remember that.
Schneider, I was gonna make Riley do all the work.
Hey, you guys, can I make an announcement real quick?
Guys, listen, Mrs. Keller wants to say something.
Yes.
And that helps.
Okay. I was super impressed with your super plant work last time we all got together. There are 4 people that still need to turn it in.
Uh-oh.
Read the
Trevor's not in that
whole
vote.
thing right there.
Everybody else got it
Read
in,
it.
so you're good. I went, it was due at 11 a.m. yesterday, so I went on at noon and I made a list of everyone that got it in on time. I'm glad to see everybody else got it in eventually, which is great. 4 people still need to turn it in. Parker, Isabel, Hunter, Gracie. You guys, please get that in. It's worth a lot of points. And I want you guys to get credit because I know you were doing work on that in class. So please,
3 minutes
Turn it.
early.
the end. Colored out.
May I go to the bathroom really fast?
Right, this is the first page.
You can handle that?
Wait, do we need to leave any space for our?
Are you done with the
5
super plan?
documents.
I don't know, are we?
Yes, Haley, he said we're starting a whole new thing, you don't have to worry about the other ones.
Your other ones all turned in?
I turned mine in.
Thank you. Awesome.
Hey, some of you might wanna know that yesterday, Mrs. Keller and I, mostly I, and Mrs. Keller was just sitting there going, oh my God, I hope he doesn't rip their heads off. Had a little chat about turning things in on time, and about being responsible, and about getting your work done. And my chemistry class was supposed to have stuff, no, that was physical science,
Miss Bitterman, can you call the business office, please? Miss Bitterman, the business office?
was supposed to have stuff done by yesterday. And when the tardy bell rang, the ones that weren't in were like 5% off. I gave them 10 more minutes and said, you can have 10 more minutes to get this done. And before that, we talked about, I don't care if it's complete or not. Your bosses say, get this to me by first thing Monday morning. You walk in the door Monday morning, you better hand them something. Even if it's crap, even if it's half done, you better hand them something. That kind of works in school too. You know, and Brooklyn doesn't, but everybody else does, that you can turn in D-level work, get it graded, come talk to me. Yeah, you really gotta redo this part, that's garbage. You really gotta do this part over again. Don't change this one's really good. And then do it over with and get a better grade, right? You know you can do stuff over 2-3 times and get a better grade. Those kids got that talk, and I said, all right, you got 10 more minutes, get this thing done. And 10 minutes later, we took off 5% more because they still didn't turn it in. Even with one question out of your 5 worksheets done, turn something in. That's a job skill, that's a life skill. Meet deadlines. The deadlines in here will be held to. They will not change because you all get together and decide we're not gonna do this. Okay? Meet your deadlines. And we should introduce ourselves.
Hi, Mr. Schneider, who are you?
I'm Jeff Schneider. I teach for the South Dakota Innovation Labs, not a school, I teach in 2 schools.
Who are you doing this for, Brooklyn?
I teach biology here, I teach chemistry, physics, and physical science.
Who said
in
you didn't
Berkeley.
teach chemistry? I said it.
Mrs. Schneider, you should introduce yourself.
She's a crazy
I'm
cat
Mrs.
lady
Schneider.
without cats.
And
You're white.
things have changed.
Oh, that's it. Well, yesterday I started in Mount Vernon, that was kinda fun.
She told us.
She has
She
two
told me.
guys
I already
named
know this,
Jesus.
yeah. Hey, I have 2 Jesuses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one says something. What does he say?
Oh, his name is Chewy.
Yeah, he says, call me Chewy.
I have 2 Lincolns too, which was really cool, cause I love the name Lincoln, so, there you go.
How many classes do you teach there?
Nine,
9, 10, 11.
Files under this?
Hey, I'll sell you a Lincoln for cheap.
And Mrs. Keller?
Well,
And Mrs. Kellert has all kinds of other jobs too.
Everybody listen to Mrs. Keller.
What am I talking about? I keep freezing. I'm sorry, you
Tell me
guys.
who
I'm
you
getting
are,
little
Mrs.
bits
Keller.
of pieces of the class.
Brooklyn needs to know who
We
you are.
just need to know who you are and what you do.
Oh, my name is Heather Kellert. I hybrid teach some high school classes in Armour and Burke, 9th and 10th grade. I also work at Pass Foundation. I do some educational research and then also outreach to local school districts. I go out and work with principals and teachers, help them design lessons, and act as a general thinking partner for them.
She's pretty good at throwing stuff at her and she'll throw something back.
Take a picture.
It may or may not be completely perfect, but she'll get you something so that you can get started.
You froze.
The look.
Did I
God.
I only freeze when I'm saying something.
Yeah.
The
Where
look
did I
on Gracie's
freeze?
face right now, give us that look. Do that again.
I can't do it
You can't do it again? Is because she has read the entire brainstorm section.
I just did that too.
And brainstorm should be done before research.
No, I read.
Yes, you must do the
So
brainstorm
don't go looking
first.
around.
What if you don't know
And we are
anything?
hamstringing you.
Then you write down
I
things
actually
that you
knew
know
some
you
of
need to
these,
look
I
up.
just didn't know the goal
Oh,
of
we
the
can't-
apparatus.
Correct, you are not allowed, those of you in the brainstorm, you are not allowed to do your brainstorming using a computer.
May I ask a question?
You may.
Periodic?
Do you have a book?
Multiples,
Okay, and which book do you suggest that any of these?
one that has the right answers in it. Yes, ma'am.
They're in the 7th grade science books, maybe they're 7th grade science books.
And maybe you want to.
What controls this?
Do you want them written in analogy
Think about
I have no idea.
I'm gonna do the dynamic.
What is what?
I don't know what grant thing is. They're doing the same book.
So,
Have you read this whole thing?
a certain part of the city gets
Okay, you're working on it, but you aren't there yet, right? So you're asking me what Grant City is, but you don't know, you haven't looked through everything.
No.
Have you looked through all the documents yet?
No.
Daniel!
hurrying
Some
yourself.
stuff, right?
Taking
There you
too
go.
long.
That's how you brainstorm, you write down
Yes.
what you know. And when you get to something like that, you go, oh crap, I have to look it up. I think it might be this.
So just look up the different parts.
Well, you can't look up anything, now you need to split everything out of your brain that you can. It might even be closely related to this. And after you get it all figured out, then you can start your research.
Alright, this is not the right book.
When was the last time you had that?
Mr. Schneider.
Cell organelle,
Are you gonna whine again?
I did this last year and I think it in bio too.
So it should be really easy. And by the end of it, you should have a really good handle. Probably no more than you ever wanted, right? But, you know, just like exercise, you get your fitness level up in here and then you start slacking off and it starts coming down. Your brain works the same way.
I'm in the names of these.
Keep working it out.
You have to.
You can when you do research because there's instructions in
And there's 50 or joining different books over there, so good luck.
You can't use
Oh,
it yet, you'll have to brainstorm.
We also have a whole book room full of biology books that we didn't hand out.
Look at this nice one.
We don't have a biology book.
Can I go to the book room? See, this one has the answers because there's an hour.
We on it.
In 02. Butter's history book is way older. That one hasn't even been used. Have you seen Joey's Reed's book? No. It's from 1950.
No wonder why he's so stupid.
Yeah, and my uncle said he should.
I hate the feeling of these papers.
There's a lot of big words in this book.
Oh, I thought that was
I don't
always
like it.
Dang, is that one is made?
Self-structure.
Decent.
Actually.
This book was made 55?
Hey, Mr. Schneider.
Sounds good. Mine's 5 years older, so.
Oh, yeah? Our boat's at home. What's the killer whale?
I know, that's the part I'm just stuck on.
Right there, James. Sausage analogy.
Mr. King.
I'm gonna get some sandpaper.
Wait, why is there a blank document?
Staying a night or four.
That's the same word.
You sure did, Erica.
Less.
Wait, is
I
there
thought
nine
it was
blanks?
I was supposed to write brainstorm.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Anybody?
Mine has all.
So, you need to do,
What do we figure out to do today?
So, the
Design a model to create an analogy.
And that's due before you leave today.
Analogy.
the,
In about an hour and 5 minutes. So you're gonna wanna get your brainstorm and your research done before you start designing.
Dear Daniel.
Hunter, did you grab this big boy?
Oh, yeah.
Making a design is called planning.
Me and you are twinning.
Depends how you wanna grammar that.
Schneider. Where are our lab notebooks? Can you hand them back to us?
no, I put them all back up there the other day.
I don't see ours.
I didn't, oh, I'm lying to you.
See? Do it.
They're in the back seat of my car.
Yeah,
Back
remember.
to them?
They're in a,
My headphones from my vehicle.
you may, they're in a bag. Like a green bag, green shopping bag.
Should I come help you, Hunter?
Yes.
I may, Mr. Schneider.
What?
We'll get my headphones.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, so you need to go to the web and you need to find these things. You need to tell me what a eukaryote is.
Big words.
You need to tell me what an organelle is. You need to tell me what a cell is. And then you need to list the parts of a cell. And you need to find that information on the internet. Yep, find it, and write it here, find it on there, okay? Yeah, well, Jamin, how come you don't own a pen yet?
Mrs. Schneider didn't work.
What didn't work?
Life.
What?
Life didn't work for him.
Come here, David.
Wait.
Where's your
No.
Ready?
Probably not. What is it working?
You have a hole in your shorts, by the way.
I don't care.
I was just. Here you go, get up.
Right there?
Yep.
You have to complete this by the end of class.
No, not that. It says.
Oh, chart 2. This is chart 1, I think. Yeah.
What should we name
Part two.
It's right here.
She'll have to something.
I would save that.
It's reality.
This is part two.
Is it download? Is that the same thing?
Yes, but you guys are doing things that you shouldn't
We're
be
seeing
doing.
we took today.
Good, okay.
It
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
that
we
there's
know.
something due today. So I'm still brainstorming.
At least you look good. Oh, yeah. At least you look good. Well, it was cold and broken leg. I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of happy about that. You want your bag?
Yes. Can't believe you didn't just grab the thing.
What did you do today?
They're too heavy.
Who knows if you're gonna take the notebooks away from them at the end of the period?
Might.
That doesn't have options.
We just did you a favor.
Yeah.
That would be not.
You're welcome.
I actually thought.
That'd be very
Annoyed?
not nice.
No bueno. No bueno.
Okay.
Nada.
So am I able to draw this on the left side of my notebook?
What goes on the left side of a notebook?
Grants anything?
And he's asking you a question.
What goes on the left side of your notebook?
Brainstorms can be
Graphs.
on in
Graphs.
right? But
Yeah.
plans,
If you take
design
measurements, your
scope
measurements
can be on online, right?
Writing,
Can be online?
planning,
Or
So our
like
pictures-
in Word and
lists,
stuff.
brainstorms.
They can be,
All go on the-
but again, it all needs to be in your lab
Right.
notebook at some point too,
Brooklyn
so.
doesn't know that.
Oh, no, I have no idea what it
Hi.
is. Oh, you can't write on the left side
Yeah.
unless it's,
I was gonna say, I was
graphs
the only driver.
There is a
I don't know.
blank
Comments
document.
about, yeah.
Okay.
It's
I don't
not
even
what
think I
would
drove
read
by
if
it.
I had.
I thought arrows.
Next time I'm going to.
I saw him playing at 40. I couldn't hear anything.
And since Brooklyn is writing on Cell as City right now, on the right side, she is writing on page number 1. So then, all of the right sides are gonna be odd numbered pages. And on the left side, you're gonna be even numbered pages, and you don't have to fill in the even numbers.
You're gonna get them all excited about odd and even again.
we just had
This-
an argument about
Mr.
this.
Schneider, just stop
But that's
confusing
why.
people.
See, I
It's not confusing.
Does it really matter if it's not happening, as long as you have a number, right?
Well, it should be
He
numbered.
wasn't sure.
I messed up in the beginning, so
You
I
probably
started
broke
it
it.
right, so.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what I'm doing.
Alex,
No!
Alex, know what you're doing?
extra free time?
Where's the lab notebook?
Actually, I know what I'm doing. I'm wanting to jump out that window.
Oh, really? Head first? Can we YouTube it?
Yeah.
We could go
I'll
viral.
wear a video.
That's what I was gonna say.
Then we don't have a chance to.
Are you gonna wear the dongle so the camera can follow you?
I was gonna
Sure.
get
That's
my
a dog.
music.
I hate that thing. I hate it. It followed me around when I had to run the class.
I know, I asked him about that one.
You don't hear beep 'cause you're on guard.
We label this self-sitter, right?
I really appreciate the wireless.
Shut up.
Got a plan? Got a plan?
I have
Okay,
no idea
work
what
on
we're
it.
doing.
You gotta find a map of.
We're not finding a map. It says draw.
The date goes day, month, year,
Well, it'd be
right?
much easier to find from the one.
What day is it?
27.
Have you looked through all the documents on Edmodo yet?
No.
It's the analogy. Read the analogy.
There's one blank one,
Keep
the
going.
rest
There
of them
isn't a
are
blank one.
No,
Yes,
you have
there
to
is.
scroll
There
down,
isn't. You have to
Daniel.
scroll down.
How does that happen?
I don't know. It happened, I think it's because of the online association with, Edmodo now.
No. I think it's Alex's phone. No, I don't. They're my phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Alex's phone.
Noise is off.
Ty, what'd she say?
Clearly it wasn't.
Ty?
I'm pretty sure it was Alex.
Okay, so we
Okay,
gotta
what
get
are we
this started.
doing? What is due today?
This is why I wanted to have a hard cup. Come here, Ty.
So get one of the kids to hit print.
Yeah.
I'll go down and get it.
I think Alex just has one of them.
You have your lab notebook?
How'd you do?
Actually,
I lost.
no, you can't.
I have one more game. Oh, no. I think
He
we
needs
did.
the challenge printed,
Mini challenge sheet.
mini challenge printed. It's gonna be in the, printer.
Yeah, Randy got locked out of his
What are we doing with Swivl?
What?
I read through the documents.
You've read through the challenge,
Okay, so.
tells you specifically what you need to do.
No,
That's what
but
you need
what's
to
due
do.
today?
It tells you in there.
Mr. Schneider, if you would somehow give me a hint to look somewhere in
Oh,
my
Mr.
book
Schneider.
for the,
It tells you more than that is due today.
the vocabulary cells, you would look somewhere.
Eukaryote or prokaryote are about this high on the book, and they're on that side of the book. So you're gonna find two black words about right here, and I think it's prokaryote on top and eukaryote on bottom. And that'll be in stuff about cells. It's gonna be somewhere in unit 2.
So we have to make
It's gonna be
a
on the right side. It'll be
diagram of
approximately
a
here.
eukaryotic cell.
What does it tell you to do, Alex?
So,
Design a model to create an analogy
unit
of
2
plant
is
cells.
59, so
Right.
I'd start on
Like
59.
plant cells.
And then
Right.
right
It
now,
does.
look at the right-hand side. But
That's why it's important to do
the
these
introduction to cell
first.
parts of the cell.
Analogy.
I'm looking around
Yes.
66.
We're not supposed to have analogies in science, analogies are for English.
Analogies are for you do analogies first when you're in math.
Nuh-uh.
You do. A plus B equals C.
That's not an analogy, that's
You don't
A
think
plus
so?
B equals C.
That's not an analogy, that's a problem.
It is. That's all an analogy is, it's comparison.
A equals B, B equals C, A equals C. That's an analogy.
You never know. So the grant's big, it's just like we're making it like let's see where everything can be broken.
Have you looked at your brainstorming?
And
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do.
Have you done your brainstorming?
No.
Okay.
That's
Tell me
the
what
problem.
Jeff's doing brainstorming.
no.
So if I know nothing about this, I just gotta tell what I need to look up.
No, you're looking it up then. You just can't use a computer to do so.
You just put it to a grant.
What? If we know nothing about this.
Then you're going to go to a book, probably, and you're going to look it up.
Grant city is a hard deal.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna have Thursday to work on this?
You have deadlines.
Yeah.
In the assignment.
If you look on their book, it'll be where it says it.
Right, what does it say prior to that?
Where,
Remember?
Mr. Schneider, how do you use this book?
Right,
If I had
right,
to
right,
know
right.
anything about it, I don't know how to look.
See, you
What are you trying to find?
Go to the back and look
Everything
at
in the
the
brain
words.
storms, I know nothing about
Which
this.
means what?
Alright,
Go in the back of the
so
book.
then you're gonna go in here,
Correct.
and you're
So
gonna
then
find,
also they're gonna get assigned to us.
So we'll
I
have.
think they're trying to
twelve
kill us.
p.m.
The problem that most people will take
You
is
carry
that they will
appropriate
want to
actions
start
side by side, right?
it when they walk into class.
No,
That's not
and
gonna
It's not
they're
gonna
in two
happen.
different places.
but they're the same thing.
So we can finish
There's
up
opposite sides of a coin,
On
right?
Thursday, or on
Okay.
whatever day that is.
Two different kinds of cells,
Okay.
so you find either one of them.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean on
Because
the
before-
cell analogy chart where it
PR.
says size of the
PR.
organelle?
That is a really good question.
Prokaryotic cell,
Break it down. What's an organelle?
The parts inside the
What do
cell.
you
Good,
find
what
one
does
eighty-six?
size mean?
How
Good
big
place
they
to
are.
start.
Correct.
I am confused on what you mean by the explanation of the unit of measurement. What do you mean by that? Like,
That's nothing.
Tell us what the unit of measurement
Or food.
means. Because what you're going to find, how big is that?
So it's probably gonna be
tiny?
So when
Gold
you're
and
looking at
yellow
these
in
units
this
of
book.
measurement, you're not gonna be finding units of measurement of which you are really familiar with, right? You're not gonna find inch, you're not gonna find centimeter, you're not gonna find millimeter. You're
Okay,
gonna find
Mr. Schneider,
unit
if I know nothing about
tiny
this,
units of measurement.
okay,
What
so
does
I
that
don't
unit
know
of
anything
measurement
about
mean?
this talked about in this brainstorm.
And sometimes
So
You have to know something about cells,
in the symbols are
and
really
it sells, cell city, analogy. So you know what an analogy is,
Besides that,
the plant,
and you know
animals,
what's gonna
or,
analogize how a cell is like a cell.
So first do I write down the few
Everything
things
you
I
know. Everything you know, and everything you know you have to look up, because I remember there's something about this thing over there, but I don't remember it, so I have to look it up.
And then we look it up.
No, you're not.
After you get everything out of
You're
your
in the same
brain,
boat as
yes.
everybody else
Okay,
here,
so
which
the
is
first
kind of
effort,
funny.
then you have to do the
They don't know what
design.
they're gonna use it.
We never know what
You
we're
gotta
doing.
design. But
Well,
you wanna
let's
research
have a
it, you
plan.
can.
Go back to it. All right, go back to the challenge.
You get it done,
Challenge open
you
yet?
get it done.
Research.
The South City Challenge, that tells you everything with.
Go to page 186, Jane. Okay, good.
And so if you look at what is due at the end of class today, it's going to be your design,
I figured it out.
your entire design.
I read words.
Design's gonna be pictures.
I need that.
Designs should be pictures, usually in my world.
Miss
We
Schneider.
differ on design. I like my designs better than his designs. His designs are really vague. My
I
designs are
like
very
lists of
specific.
main ideas,
Mine
she
say,
likes pictures.
I like pictures, specifics, font sizes, colors,
Miss Schneider.
equipment used.
Miss Schneider. What are we supposed to label this in our lab notebook?
I have- What's the name of the thing?
So do we print this off and
There
pull it
you
out?
go, Alex.
You have to do it on the computer. They don't
Everything you
like it.
turn in is digital, almost always.
Yes.
So then you go
What
on.
is that?
Who's involved? Who's doing your
You
lab?
get good at handling
So like just
information.
me on
Yeah.
this one?
On a modem, and just turn on
And you're gonna wanna watch out for the
I have a question.
Excel online and Word online. Those are bad.
So for the brainstorm.
Download the files, put them on your machine, and then open them.
this, you go
Takes
to
a-
turn it.
So for such a game as a computer, that's what
And then
we're doing.
enter this, and then you can
Yes.
come down here and put
Schneider,
that.
what I did online
And
stuff.
When you're.
Sometimes when you open things in from Edmodo, it puts them in Excel online
Or Word online.
and Word online. Yeah.
I just,
So
I
these
don't do
things,
it.
if you go to try and,
Type it.
save these and turn them in,
So then push
It'll-
it down.
sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't. So you're way better off to download
Oh, I always just get rid of it. I don't do anything in the documents, I just create my own.
And when it downloads, you can pop it up, and then it's in Word, and then it's got the right toolbar, the toolbar you're used to. It's got all of the functionality that you're used to, and when you save it, it'll also save it in the format that you can dump into an email or
And we don't need to worry about this, if you just always get it.
Mr. Schneider, I need to go get another biology.
Quite possibly. You just wanna keep track of that, cause we had a bunch of kids turn stuff in from Excel online in ninth grade, and it did not work at all.
Oh my god.
I don't like it. I
And
just
some of them
create my
couldn't
own.
find it, because they didn't know where it's saved, and that was a mess. And
Do they ever really figure it out?
yeah, we got it figured out, but it was ugly, and it took an hour, and it was a big waste of time.
Why is that?
Like this one, I bring for all
Bring it in, get it put back in.
It's
Maybe back in the light.
so I can reset.
Get your assignment done, I want you to climb on the table.
Is it a plant cell, is it an animal cell, or is it part of both of them, right? So let me ask you, what's in the left-hand column?
A what?
What's in the left-hand column?
You have to write everything you know about cells,
And what
how that could be related to a city. What part of a city would be the same as that part of a cell.
So here's my question to you.
Wait till you're done finding them.
Do they have to be separate?
How do you find the
Kind of have a brainstorm over
But they
here,
don't
right?
have some of the words that I asked.
Yes, they do.
So I don't have to write on here, I just put it on there.
And then you can put that where?
Right now, you're taking notes.
But what a genius is about
No, first you need to brainstorm before you do research.
Don't
Brainstorm,
put it
identify the
online.
major. No, first you dump out your brain, if you ask Mr. Schneider.
Yeah, right, no, you can't do it all.
If you don't know anything about the org to carry out Excel, you probably should know something you learn to carry out Excel, so you know how to brainstorm about cells.
I don't.
Mr. Schneider
This is what I think, because even if you put down stuff that's wrong, I think this, and I found out it was wrong, it shows you that you learned something.
Imagine a 180 shot.
You're drawing a map. So which one?
Right.
Still on your
Put it
map.
in Canada.
Everybody
So
goes
let me ask you
through
this
the
question.
You literally make that public hand research
South
first.
Sudan
because you're not sure yourself.
Look at,
You
it's
can't
in the,
be
it's
sure
in
of
the
yourself
column.
unless you practice that.
It's a cell city analogy. Cell city analogy. Cell city analogy chart, right?
So is this due today then?
Hang on, so what's listed on the left? No, what's listed on the left? Yeah, what are those? They are, what, is that name of the
What's that word called again?
We will.
Go back to your challenge.
How much is
It says identify
I don't
each
know.
one of the
Yeah.
others,
Like I can
right?
tell you the
What's that word called again?
definition.
Well, that's a big
No,
one.
you can't tell
So
me.
then what you have to do is identify and describe the structure.
Well, so what's
Just take a piece like.
plant animal?
Mr. Schneider.
How do you know that?
Mr. Schneider.
But it's,
Yeah,
All
she
you have to do
did.
is
It's not written in the instructions.
No.
We should have it.
what's that?
So, is that
I know, but you were the one who wanted the PhD.
is it found in plants and animals?
Yes, plants, animals, or both.
How do we find that?
I don't know.
Well, we got dinner.
Oh my god. Hey, guys, I found this,
Oh my god.
I found the diagram, that'll help us. What page?
It's probably up.
192. From National Geographic.
Why did you know what
Wait,
stuff
wait,
is?
So,
You don't
wait,
know.
Mr. Schneider,
In a brainstorm, that's fine.
so can we just put the letter?
Yeah.
Or do we have to actually bring
You
it?
can put P or B or whatever.
What you doing?
This is,
Write about what I don't know.
no, oh,
Yep.
I found something.
You're gonna like that one
Guys,
too.
Mr. Schneider, can I get one of those books? What's all weird?
Kind of stuff
What
that's
you doing?
gonna do work.
Animal cell, alright, one.
When you know.
I know what those are now. Mr.
Well,
Schneider.
Yes.
So we can't use it,
What's
Mr.
your
Schneider?
name right here?
You can't use the internet for any of this?
Correct. Well, anything with brainstorming.
So then, anything
That's
after
not something you brainstorm about that. so
What
let's
are you?
see
My
what
name
we
is
can
Mary
do.
Patrick. Number one.
Again, that's what we need to research. So just see what else.
Correct.
So I just wrote
Part,
down
these
what we
books.
know.
Okay.
You want diagrams, page?
Ask Mr.
You
Schneider.
could, but I would do the entire brainstorm first.
See,
Make
which
sure
this
that
is all the answers.
everything in that brainstorm says.
Well, then you
How do you have a
identify
little tab?
bring out the common and you carry out the cells and describe the
Mr.
function.
Schneider.
What else do you have to do?
need
Where'd you
drawing
get
of
it?
Grand
Book room?
City.
Not one of those stores.
But it's not Grand
It's
City.
Don't put that one in the book.
To ourselves, is
No,
that?
it's the Grant City document that's in
That
there.
was mine.
I'm understanding what's going
All
on
those
now.
books back there are mine.
Hey, you.
Complete
Like,
to sell.
it's my book.
I have a long chart.
You're not gonna find it.
No.
Because you gotta ask Mr.
You
Schneider
hate
for
me?
books and book
Parker.
room.
Paige hates me.
Wait,
Have at this one.
which one is? That's somehow I approve it.
Scrolling down to the top of the bottom, for some reason.
First one,
Okay,
So
South City analogy chart, right?
yes, I need to fill this.
You do, correct?
Okay. And I need to define
Procreate.
eukaryotes. And computer habitat.
Mitochondria.
What design?
Okay.
I understand what you're doing.
Okay.
I don't know all
No,
this down
What's that? The brainstorm? You absolutely have to.
Yes, here I am, I'm looking at the design.
Daniel, stop worrying about what you don't have time for, and just do it. Just get to work getting it done.
Just
do it!
There you go.
do
take
my
it.
formula,
There you
Riley.
go. You just have to set, you're so worried about not getting time to get the stuff done that you don't do the stuff. So my question to you is, what are you gonna start with? What's your plan?
I'm gonna find the
Major
program.
organelles? How are you gonna go about doing
What do
it?
you need help with? Everything here.
Are you? Okay, so let me ask you this, what's the size of the analogy chart?
I think I figured it out, but it's
All I know is that we're supposed to.
Maybe one is plasma.
It's the left-hand column.
Mr.
It has
Schneider,
everything in
how come there's
that.
two cell membranes?
Can I download this and print this off?
You can do that on the computer, you just can't do the research on the computer.
Okay.
And then once it's done.
And then we can tape it in here.
This thing is a liar. So should one be like plasma?
Alright.
No, that's not.
Mr.
what I'm
Schneider,
saying.
I have a question.
Back to your brainstorm. You have to start,
That's what happens when you open it up here.
go to your, your
Sometimes they mess up.
challenge.
And the first group that you give them to finds the screw up and then you fix it. In the second year, they're right.
So you're gonna identify the major organelles.
Skip the one.
Cell membrane and plasma membrane is like.
Okay, so you have to define what each of those are, right? Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that from us a lot.
Nucleus is, yeah,
Is that something that you can look up real quick?
Time out.
We probably won't answer.
Nucleus is on here twice too.
Finish. The size of the analogy chart.
No, one's nucleus.
Nucleolus, yep, they're different.
Then you're
Oh,
gonna
it's
define procreate.
nucleus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're gonna go on to your
Yes,
design.
they are.
But it says
I
complete.
don't like this.
Complete. The design,
There's two South City charts.
the design
Yeah.
of the model you're going to create for your own
Which one are we supposed
cell.
to fill in?
Wouldn't we
Can I
have
go
to
do
do
that
that
real quick?
part? Go with the brainstorm?
Say again, please?
Or,
Cell membrane?
because it says complete.
Oh my God. The
This
South City chart
Yeah,
has
that-
one more
This
word
one
on
here
here.
is the cell city.
Otherwise,
analogy
they're both
chart.
the same.
No
Yeah.
more.
Can I delete this so I can?
Mr. Schneider.
You're gonna find cell membrane 2 times.
Wait, just kidding, never mind.
Mr. Schneider.
Just a minute.
The
Listen,
second,
Listen,
the second,
Hang on a minute, everybody unplug, unplug.
you're gonna find cell membrane 2 times.
Okay.
The second one
Listen.
is after plant something or other.
on which,
Chloroplast.
The second one's after chloroplast. So when you get to that next page and it says cell membrane for the second time, change it so it says plasma membrane.
Which one are we on? Yeah, where is this at?
Can I go?
it's also screwing up their chart.
Yes.
No, those are not.
Can I go get something I printed out?
Yes.
Yes.
If you plan though on writing in that and then cutting it out and taping it into your lab notebook messily, like you have done in the past,
They weren't messy.
you may want to change your mind on
Grace,
that, Mr.
We're
Fuss.
on
They were
the
not
top
messy,
left
they were
corner.
secure.
Bad, bad,
Mr.
bad.
Schneider.
What?
Save, download.
I did download it, I just was
Okay.
looking at it.
Mr. Schneider, what did you say we're changing?
The second cell membrane needs to be plasma membrane.
Oh.
Come on.
Put plasma up on the board.
It's exactly the way it sounds.
I don't know.
Wow.
Spell it phonetically. P-L-A-S-M-A.
Cell membrane after what?
And there's
So like, you can do definition right here.
the second cell membrane is the very first thing on the next page. I don't know.
Mr.
sewer case.
Yes.
I did some brain
We got a table with borders all over the place.
and I went to cell membrane and it says C plasma membrane.
No way.
Are they both in the same kind of thing?
I don't know, this says this.
Are you
PAB.
overseeing? Those books are, those books are
The
used.
PAB,
Yeah,
Flash.
what about it?
is that gonna be the same too?
They have nothing in them that I need.
I don't know.
But this one
You can understand the commercial, but they can serve it on its own.
Can you use your computers to research this one? No.
To research which one?
That's,
Ooh.
That's one of my brain approaches.
well, I couldn't find protein or cell membrane. I can't find cell membrane.
This might be more than one book.
Just a minute.
Maybe all the information in the world isn't in one book.
What other
Mr.
book do
Schneider.
we use?
This
Gee,
one
I
is
don't know.
really good.
If only there was a whole shelf full of books
You
What
found
other
any
book
about
has
Red City?
information
that
about
everybody got rid of so that you can go to the same exact page.
Mr. Schneider, I don't even know where you guys are at.
What do you want?
Give me 1 second, I'll pull out file name.
Excuse me, Mr. Schneider.
Cell City Analogy Chart dot doc.
Oh, is it?
Biology, that, cause I got it.
Mr. Schneider, I will scroll down one. Why are there two different charts?
Is there a
Daniel.
table?
Have you read everything in?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
I actually have.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Well, I
What
highly
did I
doubt
miss?
we have.
Daniel! Go back to your channel.
Cells.
What did I miss?
What did you miss?
That'll totally help you.
Oh, I found it.
We're supposed to type.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You read everything.
I missed this. I skipped one sentence.
I might beat his head in.
Okay.
Found where we need.
Guys! I got
Mr. Schneider. Draw.
Imagine
a
that,
map of
looking at a
Red
different
City
book, got
with
you exactly
Lakeland
what you wanted.
What did you exactly find there?
and the text they give us and the cell organelle. Okay, but then what about this part where it says design a model?
That's you going on.
When you just do it, it works.
Hi, Jamie. Everything about a cell.
List of parts of a
My
cell.
thing is on the side. It's gotta be.
Design a model to create an analogy of the plant cell.
That's a cursive F, not a printing
RNA
F.
protein.
When you get to be old like us, sometimes you mix them up.
Aren't you only like, Mr. Schneider, what did you say it should be?
I'll be 50 right before Christmas.
Really? You act much older than
Should be
Oh,
plasma,
I wrote that down.
membrane, not cell.
Does one of me smarter in your world?
you. No, it's just like you have. Well, you are very smart, you, it just, what's the word?
Because protein
Kind of experience.
Stupid.
Been there, done that.
Can I go with this? I printed it off. Hey, you read a lot of books, Mr. Schneider.
Yeah.
Did you write any books though?
He has.
Parts.
Of measurement.
Oh,
That's a cursive R too.
Schneider, can I go? I thought there's like a chart.
B-A-R. You skip the A.
He's working out.
Maybe we should all just get a different one.
It's in this computer.
comparisons of what, kiddo?
Parts of
Erica, comparisons of what?
Size of
T.
different organelles. Cellular transportation. Am I wrong?
No, 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 I just was curious what you were talking about.
Whoa!
Maybe there's a chart.
What are microtubules?
I don't know.
Well, we can't look it up, so don't even try to look into that.
I've been. Get this chart.
What don't you get?
cell parts and their functions.
This thing
You also
changed.
download
Flash
messages.
cards. Okay, I'm gonna teach you.
I know, it's
Point
on
it
your
this way.
computer, cause you're on
And
Word
then right.
Online.
What's PAB mean?
You,
I do work.
first of all, you gotta space it here.
See that open in a new
Space,
tab?
because if you notice
Watch, it's
down
gonna
below,
pop up right here.
after
And you click.
Charts.
What are you looking
They're at the
Nope, that
top,
didn't
right?
work.
You have
There
to-
it goes. It's
I'm
just right.
talking about that.
And now this can stay here, and you can go over here and look at that new
Notice
page.
your chart has
And if you don't like this new page,
scroll.
you can just use that X and make it go away, and then you go back over there and pick a different page.
So what don't you understand?
No. There's a part, and there's what it does.
You've said that a lot of times during plant animals.
Oh.
So what's the first part you need to do?
Leave over about 1,000 pages. I need them.
See all those parts? Mrs. Schneider wants you to list all of those parts of a cell. But this is from up here, right? So we should take this,
No.
cross it out, and we should start it over down here. And I should get a blue pen, right? That way it's the same color.
Yeah, I am actually.
You fill it.
Yeah, I'm finding all the definitions.
We don't need the definition.
Yeah, you
It
do.
will
Well, I
mix
know
down
it's in
here.
this policy.
To draw what?
Yes, you need all the definitions for all these.
Nucleus and cell.
Mrs. Schneider told me that. That's what Mrs. Schneider told me.
That's genius.
What? What did I tell you?
Okay,
Yeah.
down there,
Or,
you can list the parts of a cell. You don't have to do the definition.
was it the definitions?
Just all of these.
So like a nucleus.
Yep. Those need to go in there.
Something about then we're just copying the definition. You are.
You're doing a good job of staying on task today, Jack.
I found something.
Nice.
Mr. Schneider, am I allowed to change the font?
Yes. You guys, listen, that chart is in a Word document for a reason. You can change the font, you can make stuff bigger, you can make it smaller, you can increase the size of the cells, those kinds of things. If you're working online, if you're working on Word online, though, I guarantee you, you're going to be frustrated. Download it. Work on it in Word.
That's what I did.
This book don't give me.
Haley thought you told them not to do the definitions.
I am so confused.
Good, that's what they
Where
want
did
you
that
to
come from?
I thought you said because then it's because
I had no
like,
definition.
you just
Word, I don't know if
copying
that's
it.
actually the size.
I don't.
Also, just I don't know.
Because this wants to know.
That's what you meant, not
That
underneath
wants to know.
there.
Yeah.
I'm going to give them an. I'm not 100% certain. I'm not the science person here, but I'm not certain you're going to find the size in a textbook.
I don't know if you are either.
But you cannot do the rest of that with the internet, so I would leave that part for the last.
So are the second two parts just like what you personally think?
No, that's Grant
No.
City.
We have to make.
So we have to go,
Grant
that's
City.
on the
That's a
second
different
Correct.
document.
So you'll read that and then figure out what they're talking about.
Correct.
Brooklyn, we're all about higher
Correct.
level thinking skills and actual,
Correct.
like,
It is.
work experience,
Not
where you have to do
difficult
more
to
than
do.
one thing at a time in order to get
You
your job
just
done.
can't do that on the internet, that part. You can find the size on the internet because, God bless America, we all need to know the size of these things.
I got
But-
three textbooks and I thought.
And that's part of the build anyway,
It
right?
is part of the bill.
Or we could ask.
It's not the brainstorm or the design. So they'll be able to do
Exactly.
that.
She's not
when they're done with the design.
Your design can be completely finished before you get to that,
Not that one. I'll go back to
Actually, no.
with that one exception, right?
Yeah, they need that for the design.
Everything else should be done before you go there. That's the other thing.
What are you doing, Kim?
So, hey, tell me for a second.
Identify the main.
Or Mr. Schneider.
Yeah.
So like, these words that are underlined, I'm guessing
Good,
are like.
good, good, good. So what do we gotta do now? What, don't go to it. What you have to do next?
Tell me what all the underlying words are,
Draw a map of Grand City.
just without even reading.
Label your map using both the main and public parts.
Places in a,
The great city.
in a town, right?
Label
City?
part
Yeah.
of a city
So like,
and
says the
the
steel
cell
widget.
organelle.
Okay.
No, yeah.
A widget is a thingamajig, it's a doodad, so what should we call it?
Click the cell city and the technology.
And so it's the main export instruction, so then we figure out what is the main export instructions.
So
we just put-
there's at least 3 things in there that you don't
In this
know
part, we
what they
just
are,
put
right? So you need to find out what the organelles are, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. You also need to figure out what Grant City is.
Because what part
Grant
is
City.
The widget
Look
is
for
the thing that
documents
is,
with Grant City. Or something similar
Produced.
to it, right?
it's the thing that comes out of the factory.
Okay, look at
So,
all your documents.
When we talk about molders,
Yeah.
the widget is trailers, yes. So, whatever business it is that you're talking about, the widget is the
Okay,
doodad
not,
that they
that
make.
says Grant City, right, so. something like that, all up, so they're all up.
So can you use stuff more than once?
Maybe.
That way is the.
Everybody has all their
Knowledge
information.
at one or knowledge
and we tell them, don't sit and struggle and pull your hair out and cry because you don't know stuff and feel stupid. Call, text, email, whatever makes you happy. Get the answers. We're all about getting the answers.
Just don't do it.
So, wait, so since the town hall has the instructions for widget makes you try to figure out what will sell, like, makes.
Has the instructions for making
So then-
whatever it is to sell me.
So then in this, on our cart, we just put the town hall
We also have to look at this.
For
for this cart.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You guys have a big revelation.
This was great, I'm figuring out all like, the widget is used, like, for this, under, like, this part? Where do we put it on our table, actually, very quick? Because, under our table, we're supposed to put the definitions here, so.
Right.
So where do we put that?
This
So
is,
we
this is
put our-
all biology.
Yeah, and we're supposed to put the definitions there.
So
Yes.
that part, we can do on that part.
And then this is all parts of the city.
Oh, so then we
So
put
this
the.
is the town hall and the carpenters union and those things.
Okay, so that's where we put
Hi, Parker.
the widget is,
Go to your other one.
then we just put that in.
No, it's not, it's
the
not.
top of that widget there.
Okay, well, I figured out all the parts now.
Okay.
You got it all.
Of which are which
Sounds
city now,
Okay,
right? Grant City. So, like, let's go back to your direction, and figure out what you have to do.
awesome.
So,
I got it.
we have to
Then
do.
we have.
Now go back to your table,
This graph.
because it's gonna ask you
And then you have to label
for
that now.
these things.
For dry grapes.
The city,
Yeah,
sell or
because your
no.
table already has the left side,
Yeah,
and then right here, it asks you for the right side.
correct, yeah. So the first thing you have to do is identify the major
Oh,
organelles.
But I think underneath
You
organelles,
represent something.
Sell city technology.
which is
Parker, what do you
also,
need, kiddo?
Wait, so how do we know which one is the major?
You've given to you.
So does every work needs a part of this one?
I
Do we
think
do
so.
guys? It's just a lot of reading.
On the cell,
I can't
city, analogy, terms.
And you want definitions in the
No,
left hand
for-
column?
Correct.
The drawing.
The drawing and stuff will be in the lab. You can't draw until you do that very first one.
30 minutes.
You have to do that first one.
Wait, I don't know how to answer these.
You're only giving us half an hour left?
Yeah, Alex.
Plant, animal, or both, where's it located?
We're supposed to do that on the internet and do that last when the whole rest of it's all done.
Okay, and what if we don't finish this by the end
Here.
of class?
Then you fail.
We're supposed to have the definition and organelle
I
stuff.
can't fail. Now, turn it in.
And how many times have you failed in the last
We're
year?
supposed to have,
And how many times have you recovered?
Hey, you can submit something, but then you can redo it.
So if I don't finish this.
Do not, I need to address Daniel real quick, do not misunderstand his thinking about just submitting crap.
there's a part of
Hey,
it now
he
that's
said-
No,
So,
has the same
look
function
at
as a cell.
I'm not going to do nothing but just grade
What's the
crap.
nucleus do in a cell?
Where's the book that has
She
No,
doesn't wanna grade your crap is what she's saying.
continue.
Okay, so if I get most of this done, I can submit it and then go finish.
No,
it.
yeah, they have taken that wrong from you, yeah.
It stores information.
Can we stay in here during lunch if we're fine?
Stores
No.
information.
Daniel's quiet. I'm looking.
Holy crap, this
person has very nice handwriting.
So if I was in seventh grade, I would say that the nucleus is the blank of the cell.
That actually looks like a webinar for exchange students.
Control center,
Yeah,
it has the
very nice.
instructions.
Not even have.
So it's the brain of the control center? What's the brain of the control center of our town? Think control center.
Teachers have never had to fill in these charts.
Control means like rules and
Courthouse?
deciding who spends money and stuff like that. Is the courthouse involved in our town?
Yeah.
No, it's our
Is there a scrap yard in Granite City?
Yeah. It said it.
Wait, so do widgets
Yeah,
make something or?
because our
are
city
they-
council makes all the decisions.
That's what's.
The real one?
Widgets are what's.
Widgets are what.
Or whatever's in your worksheet, just like that. It might say courthouse,
I
it
can't say
might say
both.
city office.
It's your
The worksheet
explanation.
Keep looking.
Here's the explanation.
Keep
Yeah, I
looking.
have a worksheet here.
We have to explain
The
why
one that's got
Two
the-
of these. Okay, Brooklyn, this is how this works. Erica explained how you got town hall for that. And how will I know that without talking to? I won't.
So we explain.
Why and explanations are attached to everything regardless if it says why.
Yep.
Yes.
The underlying
Carpenter Union Town Hall Scrapyard.
I do notice that you guys don't have definitions for your organelle parts too.
Oh, we're supposed to have that?
Oh, yeah.
How are we gonna
Yeah, I
get all
think
of
you
this
should write that
done?
down.
The left-hand column
The
should
it
have
says
definitions
identify.
underneath the terms.
The very first thing says to identify. In your
Where?
brainstorming,
Yeah,
identify is not just simply saying, oh, that's Daniel. It's that's Daniel, he's a sophomore, he goes to school at Armour High School.
he's obsessed with
His
things.
parents are Jen and Mark, et cetera, et cetera. So an identify is not just simply, she did it. It's a she did it and this is how I know it was her.
Can I have that book?
Mr. Snyder has also identified an issue, a communication issue. Because I said you should always meet your deadlines, and you should always turn stuff in, and because I also said in the same diatribe that you can redo things if they suck and you get a bad grade. That doesn't mean
That's good,
you
that's
do
good.
crappy work on purpose and you turn stuff
I
in.
need to use your
Not
computer
done.
real quick.
There's the penalty. The bank commercials always say there's a substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Well, there's a substantial penalty for not having your crap done on time. Right?
But like, what if you're like working really hard in class and you don't have enough time to get it all done?
Then it's very possible that your instructors have put in an inappropriate timeline, and we may need to have discussion about that.
So if we can ask for an extension possibly?
Maybe.
Hey, hang on a minute, Mason.
There are times when that might be allowed and might be appropriate. There are times when we're gonna say, too bad, so sad, you failed.
Do not simply put crap down in the hopes of redoing, is the point.
Yes, you have to do good work. If you're not doing good work, we're gonna take away the redo thing.
There's a difference between putting crap down and hoping to redo and not doing well.
What if we give you a partial, well done?
Yeah, well, but listen, we
It's all
also,
predicated on your effort
yeah.
and the quality of your work. All of it. Without that, everything else goes away, and we say, nope, you failed.
I have one question. When would you ask for an extension? Like, Mr. Schneider.
When we get closer, we'll talk about it in the period.
It's fine.
do?
What?
What to do?
What does it say is due, Mason? It does.
It does, you have to read very carefully.
You don't have to read carefully,
No,
you
I
have
picked
to
it out
read.
within seconds of seeing the document.
You do,
That's the
you
first
just
thing I
simply
saw.
have to read.
The first one, mini challenge sheet. Your challenge sheet, read this, right under, it says the past foundation, that paragraph right there, read that whole thing.
It depends where you
Please,
click.
please,
I clicked on.
and thank you.
Click in there.
Yeah.
You want to do
Mr. Schneider won't yell at
some
us.
things that go up and down?
Right.
I'm trying to get somewhere on your computer, Jamin, it's not wanting to give me what I want. Huh? I don't know what you're saying.
Think about.
Your coat?
Greek
What
and
about it?
Roman columns in the front of a
You want
building.
it?
The big
Yeah, when you go
pillars that
outside for
look
lunch, you should
around,
wear your
hold
coat,
up
yeah.
like the Overhang in front of a Lincoln Memorial
What?
and stuff like that. Yeah, those are columns.
It's chilly out.
Columns
Can
are
the
down.
rest make this one bigger?
Mr. Schneider?
You need your coat when you go to lunch, yes.
That's not how you make a bigger intake. That will plus something.
Ms. Snyder,
What?
can I go to the printer?
You should have no
Yes.
Thank you.
design or layout, I don't know which one it is, but that's it.
Just want to get it out.
There you go. And now,
Have nice chips, see you next fall.
auto fit, and you can control the height and the width and all that kind of junk. Ooh, I changed all of them. Control Z.
Mr. Schneider, why we can't find
Yeah.
one definition in our book?
Look in a different book. Or, you guys, there's that word, collaborate.
Yeah.
Now go
Mason,
to
you
see
can
if
use my book, I just need it back by
Well, I think
the
to
next
find
week
two
period.
of them, I need to find the smooth
The next week period.
endoplasmic rectum and the rough. As my
It is not an endoplasmic rectum.
Why are you doing endoplasmic bubble?
You know where you got it.
You know what a record is?
Yes.
Is that where you got it?
I have a question.
Oh, Mary got it for
I'm
you.
so gonna remember that
Oh.
one last.
Well, you
Ready?
can put it back.
Here's the deal.
I don't
So
know.
when you're endo.
I didn't see. You'll have to ask Mrs. Schneider.
Mr.
She'll tell
Schneider,
you.
listen, we're getting short.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to get all of them down.
I didn't care. I'm busy. I'm working. You should be too.
We'll discuss this later, he said.
What are we discussing later?
Extension.
I'm getting there, kiddo. What? Yeah, you're needing your pen though, so you don't want that, you wanna keep it yet. So,
Okay, so all those words that are underlined, we have to use them here. So, can we use them more than once? Or
I
can we
don't
only
know.
use once?
I don't know, if you have multiple things on the left that have the same function, then you're probably gonna need the same word. If they have the same function, then they have the same analogy to a city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
you guys are funny. God bless you.
Open up the cell city analogy.
God bless you again.
There is no end to this.
There is an end to this.
I don't see
Underline. Carpenters Union, Town Hall, scrapyard, hydraulic dam. Hydraulic dam is a typo in this assignment. It has been there for years.
And every year you say we need to change it, and then we never change
I
it.
changed it, but if we go to the web and
Oh,
pull it
that's
back
true,
off the
that's
web
true.
again, it's not there.
What is
There's
supposed
no
to-
such thing as a hydraulic dam.
What is it supposed to do?
There is a hydraulic jack. There are hydraulic cylinders.
I bet it's supposed to be water dam.
What's the right name for a water dam?
Hydroelectric.
Hydroelectric or hydrological?
Yeah.
Either one of those are correct.
So
Hydraulic is not.
It's supposed to be there, it's just
Wrong.
said wrong.
Yes.
How do you spell the hydro lead?
I still have hydro dam, so.
Hydro and electric,
Hey!
not hyphenated, just mashed together.
Okay. This helps.
Imagine that.
I didn't see this before.
Are we allowed to take this with home or not?
Situational awareness.
You
The table behind you found that a long
are
time ago,
having
and we're
stuff
all kind of
due
excited and chatting
in
about it.
20 minutes.
But you didn't listen.
I was busy doing homework.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you have to be busy doing your work and listening.
Go to the printer, Jamin. Go to the printer in the hallway and get this piece of paper that came out.
Cell, when you're doing the analogies, we have to put where.
Then don't worry about not getting it
Yeah, what part of the city has the same, as that part of the cell? Functions. You're analogizing the functions.
So in other words, I already said an analogy, I should have.
Oh,
The second cell membrane is plasma membrane.
Yeah, but in
cell membrane is plasma membrane, you said?
I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Oh, in Grant City.
Hey, Mason, are you looking for endoplasmic reticulum?
Yeah, I'm looking for both of them.
It's right here.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm getting my cell wall to everything real quick.
No, that's fine, I just wanted to clarify. Alright, go back to,
Yeah,
go back,
you do.
go back, go back.
You have to draw a map of Grant City. What? The first thing says, identify them,
Why do you even need to know about
describe their functions, and that's that table right there.
So, now you're gonna use the internet,
They're all working
alright?
on that
And
table.
this is a cell. That's that picture right there, okay?
And
So
that's
you're
the
going
one
to
where
go to the
second
internet,
cell membrane
and you
needs
are
to be
going
a
to
plasma
find
membrane.
all the parts of a cell. So, you now need to, those are your words right there, okay? I don't know why that didn't copy for me. We may give this to you in a different way too. Hang on just a minute. I'm gonna have you go to the printer here in a second. Okay. Go to the printer again, get that list.
Oh.
I can only find Snoop.
Here, can I see that?
Alex, can I have that?
What? It's okay, I saved my document right now. No, I don't need, I need something else. Well, I need
Hang on.
Which book is it?
smooth and.
Leo.
Ask Haley if that's the thing that she got on the side.
Haley,
Is it just let me one?
what did you find that made you so excited about finding that one book?
It's a good collaboration.
What?
He's asking for a little more information, okay?
I need to find a book.
You went and got a second book and came back
Flour
all
in
excited
it?
because it was on.
Hey, ask Mr. Schneider if he has more of these.
Right.
Okay.
What?
Parker's looking for protein and struggling. You got a clue?
No idea.
Mr. Schneider, do
Sorry.
you have more of these
Go ahead,
zebra
look
books?
Under
Yeah, can I have
No,
one?
no,
He needs one.
It's an I. No, it's an I. It's an I. Ride.
Oh, ride.
There you go. All right, there you go. Let's go back.
Everything.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, we'll forgive you.
This time she will.
Yep, this
He's trying to
time.
kill us, Jamie.
We may have to call you Harlem for a while, but
Harlem?
Instead of Brooklyn?
Oh,
Get it?
no.
5 boroughs of New York City? Oh, wow. Okay.
Harlem Shake.
Yeah, there you go. Brooklyn has to do the Harlem Shake.
Is it
There you go.
plasma membrane?
All right.
Mr. Schneider.
Taylor, can I see your book about the
Yes.
I'm not even.
All right, so, all of these are here. So like number 1, you need to find out what number 1 is, all right? And you're gonna do that by, how are you gonna go to the web and do that?
So Mr. Schneider, it doesn't matter how,
I'm gonna type
doesn't
in
matter how we
picture
lay out,
of a
Grant
cell.
City. We just have to label it, and then we have to say what that.
Alex, what do the directions say?
Mr. Schneider.
Draw a map of Grant City. Label your map using the name of for the part of the city and cell organelle. Oh.
There you
Can you stop yelling?
No, Haley.
There you go. Okay, so let's find one of these.
What's yelling?
This one right there. Do you like
I
that
only
one?
speak English here, by the way.
It's not so bad, is it?
Where did you find it?
Where's the
It's not
196?
bad, right? So let's see if we can
Well,
find it.
194, I mean.
Now it changed it to,
Yeah, look at that.
Website.
That's a good one. So now I want you to figure out, based upon what this looks like, where those parts are over here, and I want you to write down the name of this. So look at this one right here. So this is outside covering.
But there's
So like number 1. Number 1 kind of looks like that one
Figure
right
it
there.
out.
That one right there. And what do we call that? It's a lysosome. So is that word over here? It is, right there, right? So you're gonna label number 1, A, lysosome, and then you're gonna cross it off your list over there, right? Yep, right, yeah, you can just put it right beside it, or you can put it on the line, wherever you wanna put it there, kiddo.
Okay.
I leave them
There
all
you
in
go,
there
yep,
until
good,
I'm
good,
done.
good. Awesome!
And then when I'm done with the unit, I go back and erase everything that's got a V smaller than the biggest V. Version 7 or whatever the heck it is stays, and the rest of them go.
How do you find the size?
what?
Do you have the,
You do the size very last.
do you have the cell membrane book?
Get the rest of it done. And you go on the internet, you should be able to do that.
Alright.
Merry Christmas. I found the paper.
Mr. Schneider.
I might, I could torque them all off, couldn't I?
No,
No?
don't.
Don't poke the bear.
What did I do now? That's my question. Page.
Mr. Schneider, quit poking the bear.
Go for it. This is all about what you think, Trevor.
Guess I'm not losing anything.
Nope, you're not. It don't cost you much.
So we have to draw what it should look like or explain it?
Miss Schneider.
I think you explained it there.
I had 50 bajillion pictures from science.
Send it to your email, print it, stick it in your book.
Trevor has a question for you, Mr.
Stick it
Schneider.
in your book.
I got a pass for 04.
Are the ribosome or the widget? That's what, that's
The widget is the
what's being produced.
thing that the plant makes. Yeah.
So it's the ribosome.
Am I
So
posted there?
if we go to Mulder's on the highway, the
Guys,
widget
it's
that
all
they
like
make
getting
is
stuff done.
trailers, yeah.
But the,
So for that,
Well, we don't know how to do
You
that.
can't do
Draw.
that, well,
or explain.
yes.
then the small shops would be the
Oh,
I'm a visual person, Mr. Schneider's a, more
organelles.
of a
He's the
word
organelles
person,
making ribosome.
so
so
I
either
would,
one
I would
works.
draw a picture, he might do
And the
it words,
ribosomes
Mrs.
make
Keller might
protein.
do both.
What's the thing that gets shipped out in the
Should
truck?
I see,
The RNA.
What do you prefer?
Protein.
Protein.
So email us.
RNA.
Right. So the proteins go
What?
out,
Huh?
so that's
yeah,
the
you gotta do them
product.
all though. You gotta do number 2.
Widget
You
is
can
product.
do this, you can figure this out.
So you have the shop that produces organelles.
And the small shop, oh, okay, the organelles are the carpenters, the small shops are the rabbit zones.
Could be.
Alright, so let's look at this. What on here
You're
looks very
definitely on the
similar?
right track. Keep going.
What on there looks very similar to number 2? What on there looks similar?
Trevor's on his knees with his hands.
So, see this scraggly kind of a line thingy? What on here looks very similar to that? Which part? Point to something. You're looking at this right here? Yeah, I do, I think so too. But you see this somewhere else too that has a line drawn to it. Where's it at? How about that one right there? Same thing, except it's just a little smaller, right? And that's called a, and it's right there, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. And then, can you find it on there? Is it on there? That must not be what they want, right? Okay, so let's do this. Now go on to a different one. Go on to like number 11. What's 11 pointing to? The outside, right? Which of these is going to the outside of your cell? Does that go to the outside of the cell? No. Which one goes to the outside of the cell? No, don't just guess on all of them. Look at them and see which one goes to the outside of the cell. Which one? Which one points to the outside? That black line on the outside, which of those lines points right to that? Well, look. Start at the top and look down. That's always the easiest thing.
Plant, animal, pole.
Which one? There you go.
That would be
Is that on
something
your
for us
list?
to talk about at the wrap up.
Animals and.
Remember that?
Should I just put like an egg?
Maybe. That might work.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I wrote the endoplasmic reticulum.
It kind of is. I'm going to give you a
If there's two of them, I suppose there's the same function or different function.
membrane.
I can't find either of them.
Okay.
I found like.
So, and that's what that's called, right?
this
So number 11 is
Yeah.
cell membranes. There you go. You can do this, Jamin.
194 in the zebra book.
A different answer.
Okay.
Glad to.
That's a good question.
Yes.
They produce sugars.
Which are proteins. I did something with my life.
Oh my God, it's a miracle! Not a miracle. Miracle.
You see that movie?
It's like nature too.
We'll have to have a fun night, dude.
I'm very lost.
Why are you lost?
I don't know how you go about explaining that in
What is
drawing.
it called? It's something Team America.
I can't tell if it's
Team
one
America World Cruise. Oh yeah, it's Team
so
America.
like right here or one of these two back.
It's that whole thing. It's the inner part.
Back to page 2.
Or could I say
Not really. There we go. Postal office.
I got him.
No, what transports that?
You can do whatever gets the job done.
I got him.
What transports the proteins?
Mrs. Schneider, you want to zero this?
So, with this, structure.
I have no idea, let's figure it out.
That's
What page? What book? So you're
A cheetah book.
They all look like bubbles.
Yeah.
And no plastic.
Except for was,
Concepts
but
and.
that looks like you should like you grew up and like frozen and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
So you're giving me your graphic. You're giving me, you're giving
Oh,
me.
look right here.
Was it
It's
green?
like-
Yeah, see? It does. It looks like imagine someone grew up. and,
Spaghetti.
like,
Throw it
Now
spaghetti.
this is how you're.
So let me
Okay,
get to it first. Okay, here you go.
Okay,
Network.
I agree with you.
In-
Yeah,
like someone
you know what I'm talking about.
Are you guys looking
Right?
for
This-
a good way to find definitions?
Yeah, that's those things, yeah.
Animal.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't see it in plants.
You know what I'm talking about.
Immediately they chopped it in half.
Exactly.
Membrane.
Midair.
What?
Yeah.
You're talking about the funky animal.
No, we're talking about the Golgi
Very
apparatus.
fast.
Golgi or Golgi?
I'm gonna say
That's a Golgi.
Tubal.
Oh,
Chloroplast, plant,
In a
not an animal.
eukaryotic, however you say that word.
So, are you collaborating or are you just getting answers?
Collaborating.
No, you're not, he's just getting answers. Because you're just shouting out what they are and he's writing them down.
Yeah, I'm not writing notes because we're looking at.
I know, you're looking at it, and you're telling him.
Schneider,
We both looked for that one.
Can we have
Mr. Schneider,
extension
grab his
to-
words.
so
Yeah,
you
I can't
before
write
next
fast
time?
enough.
Maybe, we'll talk about it.
Now you can have class discussion.
We are?
Wax.
About how we're
Yeah.
thinking.
I filled the
Well, if you wouldn't spend the first 20 minutes, that late.
I was I actually was.
What do you think?
Stop trying to lie, Schneider, you just get in trouble. You're trying to get me in trouble for stuff I would have.
Mrs. Schneider.
You might be right. One that Trevor brought in.
The stove membrane. Plasma membrane. Because right here, this is that, and it's.
See, we're collaborating.
See, that was Snyder, I looked it up all by myself. I helped him throw something on.
Then that's what
I
you do,
don't
so.
like it.
In the flexible area. Woo! This is a boundary.
Victor,
So
what book do you
membrane
have?
Plasma.
Yeah. Oh, he got
Okay, so then the question I would ask you is, does
Do you have,
all of that?
some membrane protein in there for you?
Probably.
Anyone down
No,
there?
Parker has the book.
Yeah, do you
No,
have
because
cell
Erica
Have
has
the
a
same
book that
definition
has
for
cell
both,
membrane.
but I have to figure out which one's.
Should we have like a Chinese book drop?
She's not using it.
Erica.
Hunter, will you find that?
How you doing here, kiddo?
Get it and do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, awesome.
Show me where.
Well, skip
So,
number two.
with about
Two's-
7 or 8
two's
minutes
really-
of class left,
Okay, so
You're
let's go to
got to
number
be
6.
kidding me.
we
And
should
here you need to
probably
listen.
try to
Just listen to Mr. Schneider right now.
synthesize a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
Big words.
I just got the second question about vacuole. What is the city part that analogizes to a vacuole? Vacuoles are found in which kind of
I have an idea.
cell? Vacuoles are found in both?
Yes.
Are you sure it's not just plants?
It's in both, I see it right here, it's very tiny.
Plants are bigger and animals are
Smaller.
tiny, alright? Got that from 2 different kids.
Actually, what I found.
They are for what? What's their function?
They store.
They store
food
stuff.
They
inside.
store stuff?
So
Is
it's
there-
a store.
Is there anything in the widget page, what is that called? The analogy
The
page?
analogy.
South City analogy.
Special card.
Post office.
What's a cart for?
Storage.
Do you store stuff on carts?
Yeah.
Or do you move stuff on carts?
Jamin, just listen for a minute, kiddo.
You move stuff on carts.
Post office. No.
The post office
Well,
is
you
there
can
for a little
store,
while.
Do we just have to say it's like a storage unit?
This is the table that we needed.
I think we probably need to add a storage unit to the
Whoa!
South City analogy.
That's
what?
cool.
So that's what it would be.
No.
Or shelves. I'll bet you in the basement of the hardware store, there's a whole bunch of shelves with stuff on them.
Yeah, let's put.
Is there shelves in there?
No, it does.
I have no idea.
But like Walmart has those,
Backwards.
well, outside in the parking lot.
Yes, they have bathrooms.
They have those giant
I think
storage
back.
containers that you stack up on a ship and then you take them off and you put them on the back of a truck and they haul them around.
Shipping containers.
Shipping containers, there you go.
That's what we're calling them.
So, I don't care.
According to this, it'd probably be a.
So what should we?
Storage unit, like
Should it be
Lanzer has at the end of the
Let's-
block.
Yeah, let's use
Or
storage
plant
unit.
cells?
The vacuole is in both.
No, I know it is, but which one should we do? Because it's way different.
Storage unit.
Oh, they're way different?
Well,
Is their function way different or is their size way different?
I have like all the definitions.
So you're a people and I'm a people, but we don't look the same?
So,
But they like make one there.
Same function? Yeah.
oh,
And with 4 or 5 minutes of class left,
I say we should have.
are there any other major issues we need to take care of?
Yes. We cannot.
I
We have not finished what is due
Yes,
today.
can we have more time?
What's due at the end of today?
The design.
All
and
I
we're
have
still
to do
all
is
in the
finish the
brainstorm.
chart. Two.
The chart?
No, chart 2 is.
yes.
Chart number 2 is.
Chart number 2 is.
What's chart number two?
And their diagram, their
And their diagram.
design for their own
Everything
model
else
is
design.
due.
So can we have an extension to?
So they're asking for an extension and we should extend to,
Well, I'm having a small problem with that for a couple of different reasons. First of all, the very first part that you guys had to do on here was simply looking up words and getting definitions.
Yeah.
Jamin, I'm talking right now, kiddo. Okay? Here's the deal. We're still struggling an awful lot with just getting started. With figuring out what you need to do, right? Yes? No?
No.
I'm actually good for once. I like cells.
Nice. All right. So here's the other part. The Cell City, the Grant City, all of that stuff has to be done today.
What do you mean?
The map of Grant City, the analogy to the part, to the organelle, and to the city has to be done today.
11:59.
No, before you leave school today.
Okay.
What
we use class time?
No, it won't.
At
Yes.
the end of the day.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Woo!
Does that include like the design?
I'm only stuck on one part.
Everybody listen to what I'm saying to you. All right? The Grant City, all of that has to be done today. The map, the comparison, the organelle to the part of the Grant City, all of that has to be done today.
is 4 minutes from now, the end of today.
No, because Paige just asked if they could use last hour. And I said yes.
That's,
Thank you, Ms. Schneider.
that's the thing you need to do.
Okay? Your design for your own model and your analogy chart 2, when do you want it due? Because they have to have it built by 12 o'clock on Thursday.
Well, we have to have our chart done in order for us to get our Grant City done because.
No, there's 2 cell analogy charts
Yeah, chart number 2 has.
to be
They're the
done
same.
for your design, not for Grant City.
Yeah, but it has to, because we need to know where our things go.
I gotta be a part of this.
But that's part of the design.
But then how
Cell-
can we have the map of the Grand
Stop,
City?
stop. Everybody stop talking to each other and listen.
You can write what's
Cell
going on with your
analogy chart, no number,
Is there anything
goes to
changing?
Grant
Can
City.
you see your plants growing?
Cell analogy chart 2 goes to your design.
But they're the same.
They are.
Because
There's a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Are you catching what I'm throwing now? Well, if you look at them, you'll be able to find it. Huh?
Catching your drift.
Awesome.
Home dog.
Are you catching it? No, you can't blow up yet. Because when you blow up, then we're going to look at your cells. Because you know I'll collect them.
Yeah.
And we'll look at them underneath the microscope.
That's just a little creepy.
Just a little, but it'd be kind of fun Halloween week to have an actual body to look at.
I vote nine.
Do you see the difference? Do you? Or are you just saying sure? Paige, look at it. Look at it.
Look at
Look at.
what? The design, I have everything.
Look at your. Hang on just a minute.
That's what I
Look
was
at your.
thinking.
Look at your challenge sheet that says the
I don't know,
directions.
not to me.
No, okay, I touched it.
So you have it
I've
closed.
been over here, I don't know what's been going on.
No, that's gotta happen. With our
Look at.
build a non-perishable
So
model.
would you consider this?
Is that, like, can we build it like on the fly?
That's a drawing. And you're asking.
You're good.
Okay, so right here, look at this. This whole thing right here is part of the cell analogy. Not Grant City. Grant City's over here. That's due before you ever start.
No, but you're gonna draw an actual cell, and it's gonna go on the wall, and everybody's gonna walk by and look at it.
Oh, no, 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 let's be careful there. He's using words he shouldn't be using. You are designing a model.
Yeah.
If I get all of you to just simply go to the textbook and copy a cell out of there and stick it on the wall, you're all failing.
Yeah,
I gotta be a part of this.
So we don't.
So when he says to you, you have to draw a model of a cell, that's not what he
No.
means. That's why you have to look at your rubric.
That's,
Your rubric has very specific things in it.
Stupid rubrics.
I know
good to
those
know.
stupid rubrics.
That's good
and
to
follow
know.
those.
Follow them.
The point that I wanted to make to Brooklyn, that I think I got right, was that, I'm sure I got right, your work is always subject to being shown in public.
Oh, yeah, that's the part.
Every piece of work you ever do may or may not end up on the internet
So,
or on the hall,
right,
on the wall in the hallway.
so we've decided your brainstorm has to be completed by the end of the day today, before you leave school today, right?
Yeah.
The design, we haven't decided yet.
Okay, I'm just so confused.
Hang on a minute. Design when? Jamin, you're gonna have to wait a second. Design, when do we want it due?
It says,
It says when it's due, is that realistic, is that right?
That's today.
That
That's
was
today.
already done.
That's like right now,
It's
right?
3 seconds ago.
Can that one be done by the end of the day?
No.
You're saying no.
if I figure out,
And we can have it done before
Not
the
this
first class.
period, the day,
End of day.
3:30.
no.
You can't make that one by 3:30 either?
Why?
Make it like, you guys
Yeah,
make
see, that's part of, I don't know, you make that decision.
we should make
Make that
it 12:59,
decision, I don't know what you got planned
59
for your
tonight.
class.
Can you get,
They're using my class period to finish up the brainstorm. Why did people leave?
I don't know, that's not cool.
Let's have the brainstorm due by tonight and then.
like 11 together next guy? Cause that gives us time to get it right and follow the rubric.
Maybe,
Like, Hunter, Riley, please remove yourselves back to biology.
And Ty.
And time.
I think they're.
Hunter, Riley, and Ty. Bio is not done.
I still don't know what you're saying.
They're probably outside.
Go away. What you decide, kiddo?
Can we go put this in your room?
No.
And Ty. Can we keep your
I don't
the
want
books
to these
for
around.
research reasons?
What are you saying? Oh,
Not yet.
Shango.
Yeah, I know that.
Brainstorm is due by the end of English today.
Can I borrow?
Design
Due by next
is
class.
due tomorrow morning.
Can you show me what you're
I
talking
have a
about?
question. Okay, so I'm just confused on like, what's the difference
Can I
between
borrow
personality charts, like what was
I'm
different
taking, I'm deep in thought.
First personality chart
Okay,
is just to grade you. The
So,
second one is to your design. That's why one's in the brainstorm and one is in the design.
That's not right.
Bring everything.
I need
I can't.
Looks like Riley's man.
Go, go, go.
We fill out both charts?
No, we don't.
You have one in,
What?
do you have another plan?
Good.
No?
So, do you want our books?
No, no.
Can you come look at that
Your
during study hall?
books are needed for
Yes.
you to do this stuff.
You
No, I
can.
mean, to turn this, turn. how do we turn
This is
in?
good enough.
Where do you put your lab notebook?
There's
When
nothing
we're done
growing
with
in
all
there.
this, we put our lab notebooks
So-
away.
Correct.
You're
That
done with
hasn't
that. You
changed.
don't have to write anymore.
But how are we supposed to have something due at the end of school in the morning too?
No, you don't
That's
need to
not
do
that
this during
difficult.
study hall. No, you can forget, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
This is today. You're done for today.
Yes, that's what I told him, to put his
That's
computer
all.
away and everything.
He's asking about his plan
Oh,
and
okay.
study hall.
All right. What
Do you-
about it?
Do you wanna start over? No.
No.
You're okay. This is good for today. Your plant is done. Do you have the other stuff done? The definitions and things?
I have taken them from him. He'll
Okay.
continue them on Thursday.
Okay.
We've had this
You
conversation
have
already.
no homework.
No homework, Jamin.
No homework for study hall?
Yeah.
No. No homework for study hall. And
You're
Mrs.
still supposed to
Schneider
be
wants this
documenting
up
our
in the
plans,
shelf?
correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been still. Mr. Schneider, do you see my plans again?
Yeah. Big old giant leaves.
Who's fell over?
What did you think that was?
What?
You think that's a pea plant?
I know there's a pea plant, bean plant,
This way or this
and
way?
radish. Mine's the one on the left.
Oh, yeah. Some of those are radishes, some of them are growing mold on them.
They do that every time. Forever.
Yeah.